Part of the Red Rose Rescue movement since its inception, but I really want to bring up a dear friend of mine and fellow priest, Father Fidelis Moscinski, to talk a few minutes about Red Rose Rescues.
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk because my name is not Joseph, but my father's name is Joseph.
There you go, good enough.
And both of my grandfathers are named Joseph.
Hey!
So, I didn't come here with a prepared speech, but I did have maybe a thought to share with you. Where did abortion start? It started in the Garden of Eden. Yes. It started when a lie was told to a woman and it ended in death. The serpent said to Eve, if you eat that fruit, you won't die. You'll be like God. There was a man in the garden with Eve, and God had previously said to Adam, have dominion over the earth and over all the creatures of the earth. And when that lie was said to his wife Eve, Adam failed to have dominion over the serpent. It was the failure of the first man. But brothers, there's a new Adam, Christ our Lord. And he has established his dominion not only over the earth, but over the entire universe. And he has crushed the head of the serpent. And so, brothers, how did he do that? He did that by dying on the cross. We have the cross right here to remind us, as was said by other speakers, the most powerful thing in the world is sacrificial love. I was very moved when Pastor Hoy was talking about holding his son in his hand and how he sacrificed by giving his blood for his son. Because we think, what's the value, especially you men who are fathers, what's the value of the lives of your children? You can't put a price tag on it. Other people see how much you value the life of your children by what you're willing to sacrifice for them. And so the call for us as Christian men is to sacrifice not only for our own children, but for all children, especially those who have been abandoned by their own fathers. And so Father Stephen was mentioning the Red Rose Rescue. About 4 years ago, groups of us came together, and we had been, like we were today, previously many times outside of the abortion places like Planned Parenthood, praying and counseling and trying, to reach out to the women going inside. And there was always that property line that the abortion facility was very clear that we knew where that line was and we never crossed it. And there was a kind of a détente developed. We have our place, you have your place. You do your thing, your pro-life fanaticism, and you do what you let us do what we have to do. And here's the line. Well, with Red Rose Rescue, we decided that the love of Christ and the willingness to sacrifice for the unborn doesn't need to stop at a property line that the other side sets up. And so we started going into the waiting rooms with red roses, with pro-life literature, sat down next to the women waiting for abortions, and we tried to talk to them and convince them to leave with us. And many of them did. Of course, when the police come and they tell us we're trespassing, we say we're not going to leave. I say to the officer, 99% of the time, officer, you guys are doing great work, but today you should not arrest us because we are intervening in a life and death situation. There is murder happening here in this building, and we're going to stay here in solidarity with those children who we were not able to save. And so we are arrested. We're very passive. We're peaceful. They have to carry us out. And then we continue our witness in the court for the prosecutor and the judge. And we say, in this court, Roe v. Wade is invalid. It has no standing. And this court has a responsibility to those children who are being killed in those abortion places. And so we continue our witness, emphasizing the injustice that's being done to those children in court. And so I would just wanted to ask for your prayers for this ongoing work that we're doing. Rescues are being planned even now as we speak. We have multiple court cases going on in different states. And if anybody would like to get involved in this work and support us, it's not only just about going inside. We have a whole network of people who support these kinds of rescues. We have a website, redroserescue.com. We have a Facebook page. And last December in Missouri, we had our first national conference, and all of our talks at that conference were recorded, and we have they're on the YouTube on Citizens for Pro-Life Society, which is run by Dr. Monica Miller. So if you're interested in supporting Red Rose Rescue and our work, please look up our stuff in those different places. Thank you.
All right.